I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I've been sitting here all alone, and you know I've been thinking about you, trying to find the truth. The side of you is blinding me, but I'm gonna see it through. First thing you need is to download a beat. I just got this one off YouTube, nothing special. I'm gonna link it in the description if you're interested in buying it. Then I'm just gonna line it up like this, and you will easily see when the BPM is correct. So the first thing we need is some vocals. Choose whatever channel you want. I usually also put the beat on a track. Then I pick another channel, doesn't really matter, but I usually go for the 10th one so I can fit, for example, sends to delays and reverbs and such. Then we just need to lay down the recording. If you press R, it's gonna arm this recording button here. And then when you press play, as long as this red button is armed also, it's gonna record from this channel and put it down here in the playlist. So yeah, I'll be back when I do find something here. This is also pretty important just for the quality of the vocal, so you don't hear any clicking and stuff like that. Okay, we could give it a quick listen, just so we can hear how it sounds raw. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I've been sitting here all alone, and you know I've been thinking about you, trying to find the truth. The side of you is blinding me, but I'm gonna see it through. Oh, I got too much on my mind. Feels like every day I've been spinning round, yeah, I'm in my mind, thinking about you. They say time is money, so I spend it on you. Perfect. Also, something kind of important to remember is to make sure you're not clipping when you're recording. It's better to have it a little bit too low, and also like to have the room treated to some extent and stuff, but that's another video. So yeah, with stock plugins only, FL Studio comes with a auto-tune plugin called Pitcher. It's not known to be super amazing, and also a lot of people usually have trouble also finding the key. Comes down to practice, and just also is like how intuitive finding notes is for you. So I'm just gonna try here a little bit, just try to flip through these different keys, because I don't feel like going back to the video. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I've been sitting here all alone. Nope. Sitting here all alone, and you know I've been thinking about you, trying to find the truth. The side of you is blinding me, but I'm gonna see it through. Spend it on you. Okay, perfect. You can also decrease the pitch here. This knob here is like, if you want a Travis Scott-ish effect, I don't know, you can have this pretty fast. And if it's really slow, can't even hear it almost on this setting. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I've been sitting here all... I usually like it around somewhere the closer side to fast, but almost medium. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I've been sitting here all alone, and you know I've been thinking about you. If you're gonna buy any plugin, I'd recommend buying an auto-tune plugin, because that one ups the quality, like the performance. It makes the performance better. So that one is pretty important. And then I'd do EQ, the normal EQ that comes with FL Studio. This also depends a lot on what mic you have. If you have a like condenser microphone, like I have right now, the vocal recording sounds pretty finished out of the box. And usually also I'd recommend listening when you EQ to the beat, because you can make it sound good without the beat, but like your voice is not supposed to sound good on its own. It's supposed to sound good together with the beat. That's why they call it mixing, for example. A lot of tutorials on YouTube, they just tell you, oh, boost 6 decibels over here or wherever, like, or boost also, this is the body, oh, boost this. I just recommend just grabbing a random one, closing your eyes, and just moving it up to the top. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I've been sitting here, and then just swiping and see, and like finding, oh, I don't like this, or I like this. And then just like, for example, let's do that. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I've been sitting here all alone, and you know. That's frequency. It's kind of nice, but it's not. It's definitely too exaggerated right now, so I'm just gonna bring it down a lot. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I've been sitting here all alone, and you know I've been thinking about you, trying to find the truth. A little bit extra thickness, and also depending on what mic you have, you want to boost the highs also. So I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I've been sitting here all alone, and you know I've been thinking about you. Let's do the thing I did again, but let's go up instead. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I've been sitting here all alone, and you know I've been thinking about you. A lot of clarity in your voice, and like the presence of your voice is around 3K, 4K, 5K also. So I'd recommend probably somewhere around there. But just listen to which part of that sounds best for your voice. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I've been sitting here all alone, and you know I've been thinking about you, trying to find the truth. The side of you is blinding me. This is really harsh right now, but then, like I said, just bring it down. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I've been sitting here all alone, and you know I've been thinking about you. For my mic, I usually don't even need to do anything more than this. But it could be smart, and depending on your room, it could be problematic, some stuff, and you could have harsh frequencies in your voice that you want to get rid of. So then I recommend just doing sweeps and looking for what sounds bad instead of what sounds good. I don't know what I'm trying to find the truth. I don't know what I'm and this doesn't sound good. So just take it and dip it down on like a few decibels. Not too much, not like you don't want to do this because then you're just like slaughtering the vocal. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. This one also looks sounds like a metal can. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I've been sitting here all alone, and you know I've been thinking about you, trying to find the truth. The side of you is blinding me, but I'm gonna. The only plugin we have so far is the EQ, and it already sounds almost finished. And a big part of that is because also the vocal recording technique is making sure so that the volume is consistent and not solely relying on compression to squeeze the vocal to the right volume level. Like staying a consistent distance away from your microphone. And if you have a few words in your vocal that are too loud, you can just, for example, let's say this word. I can just do this, and then I can drag this like little ball here that comes up when I hold the clip. And the next thing, a plugin I'd use is just a normal compressor. I prefer the limiter when it comes to FL Studio stock plugins. If there's one part of the FL Studio stock plugins where they're lacking, I'd say it's the compressors, because they don't really have like many different types of compressors. At first, I'd go to the ratio and just set that to like 4:1, for example. That's a really common ratio for vocal compression. And then there's attack and release. To describe it shortly, attack is how fast the compression bites down on your vocal, and release is how long it takes for it to let go. My recommended settings would be like 50, 40, 30 milliseconds of attack, and then having a pretty quick release, like 70 or something, 70, 50, like not in the hundreds, because then it will sound really far away. Before we listen, I'm gonna lower the threshold here a bit, because that's the most important part, just to see how much compression we get. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I've been sitting here all alone, and you know I've been thinking about. Like right now, I get about 4 decibels of compression, and I'd say like anything between 3 and 6 decibels of compression is normal. And then I'm just also gonna add a noise gate, which is a good thing with this limiter plugin. You see the yellow line here. If you do this and you lower the gain, everything below this yellow line gets quiet. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. And this is definitely too harsh. Just like keeping the release as it is and doing the gain at half. So I'm just gonna listen here until I can't hear any noise. And also I don't hear any of the clicking when the noise gate starts and stops. This will obviously also depend on how much noise you have in your room, etc. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I've been sitting here all alone, and you know I've been thinking about you. So yeah, the next plugin I'd use is a de-esser, and the best de-esser I think that it exists inside of FL Studio for free is the Maximus one, and you just press here on presets, and then you go to a split band de-esser here. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Then if you press on high, or mid I mean, you can see I don't know what I'm supposed to do. This is all of the sibilants. Just I can solo this so we can listen to it. So I'm just gonna lower this so the line here is like when the compression hits, it goes into this line. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. like already we have a pretty professional sounding vocal. Let's just listen.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I've been sitting here all alone, and you know I've been thinking about you, trying to find the truth. The sight of you is blinding me, but I'm gonna see through. Oh, I got too much on my mind. Feels like every day I've been spinning round, yeah, I'm in my mind, thinking about you. They say time is money, so I spend it on you.
Perfect. This is essentially all you need for your vocal, but you can do another few things to spice it up, either like using like more EQs to make it fit even better into the beat.
I don't know what I'm supposed.
There's no easy cheat code to this. It's just like listening and seeing what fits.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I've been sitting here all alone, and you know I've been thinking about you, trying to find the truth. The sight of you is blinding me, but I'm gonna see through. Oh, I got too much on my mind.
So these two, I just felt this one boosted a bit of the body of the vocal.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I've been sitting here all alone.
And this one boosted a little bit of the presence.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
So without the vocal mix so far, it sounds like this.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I've been sitting here all alone, and you know I've been thinking about you.
And this is with.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I've been sitting here all alone, and you know I've been thinking about you, trying to find the truth. The sight of you is blinding me, but I'm gonna see through. Oh, I got too much on my mind. Feels like every day I've been spinning round, yeah, I'm in my mind, thinking about you. They say time is money, so I spend it on you.
Perfect. Another effect I like to do is just saturation, and there isn't really either here a super good plugin for FL Studio, but I'd probably just use the fast distortion and just do, I don't know, maybe some oomph. You can listen to it, it's gonna be super exaggerated right now.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I've been sitting here all alone, and you know I've been thinking about you, trying to find the truth.
So I'm just gonna find a pretty good sound, like this is too saturated. Maybe like,
I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
So you hear it's still like,
I don't know.
Definitely too loud though.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I've been sitting here all alone, and you know I've been.
But still, it's too distorted. So I'd still like just use this knob to lower it kind of a lot.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I've been sitting here all alone, and you know I've been thinking about you.
Perfect. And also finally, there is one thing that just smooths out the vocal. You can do this in Maximus and use it as a multiband compressor. So yeah, multiband compressing using Maximus can be a good technique. It just makes so that if you sing, like for example, a deeper word, like the word is pretty dark or whatever, it compresses more on the dark parts of your vocals and not like unnecessarily compresses the bright part of your vocal. And if you, for example, sing really loud, it only compresses the loud parts but still keeps the body and stuff of the vocal. So yeah, let's just try to first of all define these borders, like what parts of the vocal do we want to attenuate with these compressors. So let's just listen. Low, so low.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I've been sitting here all alone, and you know I've been thinking about you, trying to find the truth. The sight of you is blinding me.
For my voice, I'd do somewhere around here, which is 340 hertz. And then I'd go here to this one and just maybe lower it a bit. And I can see here how much I'm compressing. And you can see on the darker words, you just gotta make sure you do this to where if you hold in Alt also you can move it freely, but just so it just barely grazes the peaks of the darker words. So there, the word truth. See, it's a bigger dip. And then we do that for all of the vocals. Trying to find the mid band first.
You is blinding me, but I'm gonna see through. Thinking about you,
This sounds good.
About you. Too much on my mind. Feels like every day I've been spinning round, yeah, I'm in.
And then the final one. This is almost like just a de-esser at this point. And I'm also bending this upwards to not make the compression too extreme. And you can see here, like it just follows this curve. For example, if I did this, it's gonna be really loud. So yeah. So it's just barely grazing the highs as well.
About you, trying to find the truth. The side of you is blinding me, but I'm gonna see through.
So yeah, now we have a pretty balanced sound.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I've been sitting here all alone, and you know.
And I'm also actually gonna, because I can hear right now from doing this, the vocal got a little bit darker. So I'm just gonna go to pre and just, not on the master one, on the high one, and then I'm gonna boost it a little bit.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do. All alone, and you know.
Perfect. Now the vocal, I would say, is completely mixed. The dry parts of the vocal. Then the fun parts, the reverb and the delays. So a lot of people, they just go here and they plop down their reverb and then they do this.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
And it works, but it doesn't have the full flexibility. So what I like to do, and also what like the industry standard is to have a separate channel. I'd name it reverb here and make it blue because it feels airy. Yeah. So I have my reverb channel here, and I'm also gonna make a delay. And then you can have also multiple delays. You could have like every bar delay or a fourth of a bar delay and different delays, and just choose how much you want on each. So I'm gonna do this, and you see these, like the arrows you can click here. I'm gonna make sure both are clicked. If I play now, it's gonna be super loud. And that's because we don't have any effects on these ones. So it's just gonna be tripling the volume output, because all these ones are sending the raw signal just to the master. Perfect. So I'm gonna add my reverb here, and the key here is to remove the dry completely, and you can up the wet. Like if you press reset, right click and reset, it's gonna just go back to normal. And here on the delay, we can mute that one for now. Let's get to that later.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
So if I do this and remove the main vocal from the getting sent out to our headphones, I just hear the reverb right now. So yeah, now let's fix the reverb so we hear it well. First of all, I'd like to remove some of the bass, and if you see the low cut knob here, you see maybe up to 400, 200, like all the muddy and like, let's just listen.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I've been sitting here.
It's like 300. Increase the size a little bit. I like having a little bit longer delays. The standard setting is 1.5. I like having like 2.5 or 2.7, even 3 sometimes.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
And a little bit of pre-delay, maybe like 20, 30 milliseconds.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Makes a little bit more space for the vocal itself. But now if we listen to this, it's definitely way too loud, the reverb.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
So what I do is, when you have your main channel selected, you can see these two knobs and you can turn them. That's how much you're sending your vocal to the reverb. So I'd start with just lowering it to the bottom and then just increasing it slowly until you find the right place. And we're gonna do this with the beat so we can actually hear like how much fits in the song.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I've been sitting here all alone, and you know I've been thinking about you, trying to find the truth. The side of you is blinding me, but I'm gone.
Perfect. Now let's go to the delay. The best stock plugin is delay 3, I'd say. So remove the dry completely, and then let's start. Decreasing the level a little bit so it doesn't repeat for too long. Also the most common choices, keeping it here on 4th or doing it on 8th notes.
I don't know.
So you can hear.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Or this one.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I've been sitting here all alone.
I think I want to have this one, the faster one now. I'm gonna do the level a little bit less also. And then this delay model thing, you can either have ping pong.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I've been sitting here all alone.
Or you could have the stereo, and if you choose the stereo, don't do it as much. Just maybe like a little bit, and then you will hear the reverb sounds really big and nice.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I've been sitting here all alone.
Actually, on second thought, I'm gonna increase this to 8. And then I'm gonna go back here and do the same thing that I did. Lower the volume fully and then increase it slowly.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I've been sitting here all alone, and you know I've been thinking about you, trying to find the truth. The side of you is blind.
Yeah, so basically that's it. There's also a big part that I've left out about, like, for example, vocal doubling. That's like recording multiple parts of the same vocal and panning them left and right, for example, to make your voice sound bigger and stuff. But this is the basics of just making it sound really professional. So let's just compare before and after. This is before.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I've been sitting here all alone, and you know I've been thinking about you, trying to find the truth. The side of you is blinding me, but I'm gonna see it through. Oh, I got too much on my mind. Feels like every day I've been spinning round. Yeah, I'm in my mind, thinking about you. They say time is money, so I spend it on you.
Perfect. So yeah, that's it for this video. Subscribe and like, save it or wherever, share it with a friend, and thanks for watching.